Did you know that 93% of communication is nonverbal? That means what you say is only a small part of how people actually understand you. Shocking, right? The real secret to being a great communicator isn't about having the perfect words, it's about mastering your body language, your tone, and how you make people feel. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to share some game-changing communication tips I wish I knew in my 20s. These are the strategies that successful leaders, top speakers, and even everyday people use to connect, persuade, and inspire. Here's the twist: it's not just about what you say, but how you say it. From using silence to make your message stronger, to flipping your nerves into powerful energy, you'll learn secrets that can instantly improve how you communicate. Whether you're giving a speech or just talking to a friend, these tips will help you stand out, speak with confidence, and leave a lasting impression. Ready to unlock the hidden power of communication? Let's dive in. Chapter 1: Unleash your inner charisma. Charisma isn't just something you're born with. It's a skill anyone can develop. In fact, according to studies by the Harvard Business Review, 85% of career success is based on how well we communicate. Charisma is about being present in the moment and making people feel valued. You don't need to be the loudest or the most outgoing. Small adjustments to your body language can have a huge impact. For example, smiling more often can change how others perceive you. A simple smile makes you appear approachable and confident. Research shows that people are 30% more likely to approach someone who smiles than someone with a neutral expression. Also, strong eye contact plays a huge role in building trust. Studies reveal that making eye contact for 50% of a conversation increases your chances of being trusted. Another trick is focusing on your posture. Standing or sitting with an open posture, shoulders back, chin up, shows confidence. This can make you feel more powerful and help you project that power to others. Remember, confidence is contagious. If you project it, people will pick up on it. Finally, your voice matters. The tone, speed, and pitch of your speech can make a big difference. A study from the University of Chicago found that a calm, slow-paced voice can make you sound more authoritative and persuasive. Try slowing down your speech next time you're talking to someone. It's a simple but effective way to seem more in control. Charisma is a combination of small gestures and an overall positive attitude. You don't need to be a show-off to shine. The most charismatic people often make others feel seen and heard without trying too hard. And the good news? These skills are within your control and can be improved every day. Chapter 2: Silence speaks volumes. Most people fear silence, but the truth is, silence can be your greatest tool. Pauses are powerful in communication. They give your words weight and help your message sink in. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how a speaker's silence just before making a key point keeps everyone on the edge of their seats? That's the magic of a well-timed pause. It turns out that when you pause, your brain processes the information faster, and the audience is more likely to retain it. According to the book Talk Like TED, pauses can increase your audience's ability to understand what you're saying by 20%. When you pause, it also gives your listener time to think, which makes your conversation feel more engaging. Silence also signals confidence. People who rush their words often seem unsure or anxious. By pausing, you're showing that you're in control and comfortable with what you're saying. In fact, the most powerful leaders in history, like Martin Luther King Jr. and Winston Churchill, used pauses deliberately to add drama to their speeches and make their points land. This doesn't mean you should be quiet for long periods. Short, intentional pauses, around 2–3 seconds, work best. This gives your audience a chance to digest your message, while you keep the flow of the conversation going. Plus, it can help you feel more at ease while speaking, allowing you to think more clearly. Next time you're giving a presentation or having a conversation, try using a few strategic pauses. You'll be surprised at how much it enhances the impact of your words and how much more control you feel in the moment. Chapter 3: Flip the script. Turn nerves into power. We all get nervous, but the key to becoming a great speaker is turning that nervous energy into power. When you're nervous, your body releases adrenaline, which is the same chemical that helps athletes perform under pressure. Instead of letting this energy work against you, learn how to use it to fuel your speaking performance. A fascinating fact is that top performers, like Olympic athletes or successful speakers, don't try to eliminate their nerves, they embrace them. According to The Power of Full Engagement by Jim Loehr and Tony Schwartz, athletes often harness this energy by reframing their feelings of nervousness as excitement. They focus on what they can control and turn anxiety into motivation. One way to flip the script on nerves is by practicing deep breathing techniques. Taking a few deep breaths before speaking can help calm your mind and activate your body's relaxation response. It helps lower your heart rate and reduces stress. The best part? It's completely natural and takes only a few seconds. Another great strategy is visualization. Athletes have been using it for years, and it works for speakers too. Picture yourself succeeding. Imagine yourself standing confidently in front of your audience, speaking clearly and engaging them with every word. Studies show that visualization can boost performance by 10–20% because it primes your brain for success. Finally, remember that nerves are a sign you care. As the famous speaker Tony Robbins says, if you're not nervous, it means you don't care enough. Instead of viewing nervousness as a problem, embrace it as a sign of your passion for speaking. By shifting your mindset, you can convert anxiety into energy and confidence. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips on becoming a confident speaker and communicator. Chapter 4: The Three-Person Conversation Trick. Have you ever been in a group conversation where it felt like only one person was doing all the talking? It's uncomfortable, right? Well, there's a simple trick to keep conversations engaging for everyone: the three-person conversation trick. It's a technique that allows you to shift the focus between you, your conversation partner, and a third, virtual person, in the discussion. Let me explain. When you're in a conversation with multiple people, most people direct their attention towards the person they're talking to. But if you want to keep everyone involved, subtly engage others. For example, when you talk to one person, make an occasional reference to someone else in the group. You might say, "Jane, you had a great point about this last week, what do you think now?" This trick shifts the conversation dynamics and helps others feel like they're part of the dialogue. Studies show that one of the biggest conversation killers is feeling excluded. According to research from the University of California, people are more likely to disengage from a conversation when they feel like the discussion is one-sided. By inviting others into the conversation, you make everyone feel heard and valued. The best part? This approach makes the conversation flow more naturally, and people start contributing more. You're not just talking at someone, you're fostering a dialogue. You also appear more socially savvy, because you're aware of how to include everyone in the discussion, which is key in both personal and professional settings. Don't forget, the trick works best when you genuinely care about the opinions of others. So, make sure to listen actively and respond thoughtfully when others chime in. This creates a balanced dynamic where no one feels like they're being talked over. Plus, the more you use this technique, the more your conversations will feel connected and enjoyable for everyone involved. Chapter 5: Speak in stories, not facts. Facts tell, but stories sell. That's the mantra for great communicators, and for a good reason. Humans are hardwired for storytelling. In fact, studies have shown that people are 22 times more likely to remember a story than a set of dry facts. When you tell a story, you engage both the emotional and logical parts of your listener's brain, making your message stick. Next time you need to explain something important, turn it into a story. The trick is to structure it in a way that draws your audience in. Start with a hook, something intriguing or relatable. For example, instead of saying, "It's important to stay organized," try, "Last year, I lost my job because I couldn't find the right file. It was a huge wake-up call." Instantly, your listener is interested, and they want to hear what happens next. According to Made to Stick by Chip and Dan Heath, good stories often include a problem, a struggle, and a resolution. This narrative structure makes your message more compelling. It pulls the audience in emotionally, and they are much more likely to remember it. Facts and figures alone rarely have the same impact. Instead, incorporate stories that show how those facts play out in real life. The power of storytelling goes beyond just giving information, it builds connections. When you share personal experiences, you create empathy, and people begin to see you as relatable. This is why public speakers and leaders often weave personal anecdotes into their talks. It humanizes them and makes their messages resonate on a deeper level. You don't need to be a professional storyteller to use this technique. Anyone can tell a great story with the right approach. Make sure your story has a clear message, keeps things simple, and includes a bit of drama or surprise. People love stories that are unexpected, so don't be afraid to add a twist. Finally, remember that stories can be as short as a sentence or as long as a few minutes. The key is that they should feel natural and engaging. In every conversation, find the opportunity to weave in a story, and watch your communication skills improve. Chapter 6: Mastering the Micro Moments. You might think that to be a great communicator, you need to have long, meaningful conversations every time. But the truth is, it's often the small, subtle moments that have the most impact. These micro moments, a quick smile, a slight gesture, or a well-timed comment, are the hidden keys to building rapport and connecting with others. Research from the University of Chicago suggests that these small, fleeting interactions can actually create stronger bonds than longer, more deliberate conversations. This is because people remember how you made them feel in those brief moments. A single smile or an empathetic nod can create a lasting impression. The more you focus on these micro moments, the more effective you'll become at establishing connections. One example is using active listening cues, like nodding while someone is speaking. These subtle gestures let the speaker know you're engaged and interested in what they're saying. You might not realize it, but these cues make you appear more approachable and involved, even if you're not saying much. Another important micro moment is the power of a compliment. When you compliment someone, it doesn't have to be grandiose, just something simple like, "I really liked your idea," or, "That was a great point." This small affirmation makes the other person feel seen and appreciated. It helps you create a sense of trust and respect without saying much. Even your body language plays a role in these moments. According to research by the Center for Nonverbal Studies, 55% of communication is nonverbal. That means small changes in your posture, your facial expressions, or how you hold your hands can have a huge impact. A confident posture, for example, can make others feel more at ease around you. In high-stakes situations, like interviews or presentations, mastering micro moments is essential. It's these little gestures that help you seem approachable and empathetic, which is often more important than delivering perfect content. So, practice being aware of these moments. Pay attention to how people respond to your non-verbal cues and adjust accordingly. In conclusion, you don't always need long speeches or profound statements to be a great communicator. Focus on making the most of every small interaction. These micro moments are the foundation of strong relationships, and by mastering them, you'll elevate your communication skills to the next level. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more communication strategies to help you become a stronger speaker and leader.